Hey there folks, I'm here in my front yard and it's about 58, 59 degrees Fahrenheit currently. Really nice out. We just had that little cold blast, got down to low 20s a couple nights. Now it's back up and looks like it'll be that way finally for the rest of the season. I know I've been saying winter's over, looks like this will be the last cold blast. Finally, this looks like it might actually be the last cold blast. And it's supposed to be in the 70s tomorrow, and rainy though. But I'm not actually gonna be here tomorrow. I'm gonna be in Miami. So I'm so excited about that. And I, of course, will be taking lots of palmy videos. I hope to get to Fairchild, obviously the most famous, palm garden in the world, pretty much. May have the most highest concentration of palm species anywhere on Earth, possibly. I'm just super excited for that. But yeah, I cannot wait, and I'm just so pleased, that that I get to do that spring break now. And so stay tuned for palmy videos from Miami. There's lots and lots of palms there, obviously, and I'm just so excited. Anyways, just enough about that. I wanted to give you guys a little update before I leave on what survived, what didn't, or what has been damaged, and do a little update video because it's been a little while. I've been away. I was sick for a little bit, but I'm all well now, thankfully. And so let's start with this eucalyptus, which is kind of like, it's demonstrated for me really, just like palms, that these plants can take a while to show damage. Like we had our cold blasts a while ago, like the worst ones were getting into the teens. Lowest is only around 12 to 14 Fahrenheit, wasn't horrible. But this thing, it was looking great, had a little bit of damage, then just a while after we started warming up and it just got all this damage. I think it was just residual, took time to show up. So I wasn't expecting defoliation at first. I really don't have experience with this. This is my first winter, so I don't know how much to expect. I don't know if the whole plant's going to defoliate. I'm expecting it to at least grow back from the roots. Maybe some of the trunks will be able to put out new growth branching out from the trunks, hopefully. But no, this is pretty fried, as you can see. Not much color to those besides just brown. I really hope it recovers. It could just defoliate completely, but I expect it will grow back. These things are super tough, so don't be worried when it looks like this. Camerops humilis, you guys know I'm keeping you updated on this for a while, but this thing is obviously very, very, very brown now, and at some point I'm gonna have to cut off all those leaves. But part of it, I don't know if it'd still be green or anything, but I put that tarp over it a few times when it rained, and that plastic was it was sitting against the leaves, which obviously I didn't care about because the leaves were already going to die anyways because the main trunk had gotten spear pole. And it was just, it was like I was just trying to keep it on life support. So I knew that those fronds I'd have to cut away anyways. But they got a little bit of browning. You can see there's just like the slightest bit of green in there, very, very little, but I'm gonna have to cut all these away. Obviously they can't, once the leaf is brown, it can't become green again. It can only keep something green. And you can see just this in there, tiny bit of green on there, which does give me some hope that maybe there's still growth. Again, we've had a couple of I didn't cover it. We had a couple more, it just got down to low 20s again. I hope that didn't further damage it. And again, this spear on the back looks totally fried, tiny little thing. This one here, I was having some hope because it looked brown and then it was showing like a little bit of color, but now this is looking pretty brown. It's not pulling or anything when I tug on it a little bit, but we're just gonna have to see. Maybe it'll put out new suckers. I have hope that it still has life in it, but we'll just have to see how that life will show itself, whether a new sucker will come out. This sucker will put out growth. There is like a spear in there. Looks very brown though in the center. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep applying peroxide. I'm actually probably gonna do that now. I know it's a bit cloudy, but I haven't done it in so long. I need to do it. I've just been away. I was sick and I've been meaning to, and I've done it a couple times so far, so I'm gonna keep up with that. Prickly pear, by the way, is starting to stick back up. Once the weather warms up, they sort of shrivel up in winter to conserve energy. Now it's starting to prop back up, and it will, go fully up pretty much. And then I expect it'll start putting out new growth sometime soon. And same with this one. I can't wait for this thing to put out new pads. I'm super excited. I think this is a Puncha Elysiana, spineless prickly pear, just like that huge patch I showed you in DC a couple weeks ago. So we're super excited for that. That's a little update on the front. This is sort of my beat up section. We're just gonna have to see what happens. And I know things always look at their worst after winter this time of year, but thankfully they will, hopefully we'll see some recovery from these. Stable minor here. I'm thinking this season I might actually move it back a little bit because it's 5-10 years from now when this thing's big. Think about how these fronds are gonna stick out here into the yard, and we got a path here. It's done so well that I'm just gonna wait a few months, maybe around June or July. I know know they hate transplanting, but this thing is such a small root ball. I'll just dig out a big area around it, maybe put it like right there or something. I'm thinking I might move it. Looks great. I don't know if it's really grown much this winter, but has a little tiny spear here. It looks like it's going to be a mature frond. And this one, by the way, it's been putting out these 2-pronged fronds here. This one's already 4-pronged, so that's a nice mature frond, and that thing has not opened. It didn't grow at all. It was like that end of last growing season. That's that sad Bismarckia trunk, by the way. I just dug it out finally. Yeah, no life in that, safe to say, but you know, I got it for free, so I wasn't able to resurrect it, sadly, but maybe at some point, hopefully I can resurrect these better. Needle palm again. This thing is just, I don't know if it's that just I was overestimating its hardiness when they're young, because I know they're a lot less hardy when they're young. Sable minor just breezed through. This needle palm, I guess, maybe it was that, but the low is only around 12, 14 Fahrenheit, something like that. So I mean, I know it can damage them when they're young, maybe because they're a lot less tolerant when compared to being established. But maybe someone suggested it might be voles. They said the soil's soft. I don't know. I'm feeling a little something. Maybe could be a combination of things. I feel like I was starting to see something even before the cold hit. These suckers now have started to show this same like freeze-dried look to them. Oh my God, look at that. Good Lord, this is not good. This needle palm. And then this one, thankfully the sucker still actually does have some green at the end there. I'm not even gonna pull on that, but oh my God, this sucker just had a spear pull. This is like the last healthy looking sucker, and now it just had spear pull. So peroxide this, yeah, and we'll just have to see. You know, maybe I'll go back to Pungo Palms. I'm not gonna ask for a refund or anything, but I might get another one. I hope to get back to Virginia Beach this summer, get back and restock, because that was not, you know, it was a learning experience. Obviously, I would much rather not happen, but it taught me what I need to know in terms of probably putting some pine straw or some mulch or something over them their first few winters in the ground. Because, yeah, I mean, what do you know? They're a lot less hardy than the sable minor, supposedly, at least when they're young. Who knows, though? Maybe it could be a combination of things. This ceiling, like I said, got chopped over or chewed or something. I put these bamboo things around it to keep people out. Yeah, nothing's touched it since. You know, even when the ground was frozen solid, these tiny little seedlings just breezed right through. Take heel, looking awesome, looking really awesome, fantastic. And this spear, I've already tugged on it, nice and firm. You can see just how great it looks, and just, I mean, it's flawless. And by the way, just look at that silvery comparison between the silvery backside. I'm at some point just going to make a video addressing, you know, is this a true take heel or not? Because people have cast doubt just based on how rare they are. But most people have said that it does look like a true take heel, and I think it certainly is. Seedlings, these little seedlings, probably not a great idea to plant it right before we had that little cold spell, but now it's warming up. So, yeah, you can see them here in the ground there, just planting them. I might need to put a little more soil around these, but looking good. You know, just a bit fried. These ones, the recent ones I got from Caleb, and the other ones are doing really well inside. So thank you so much, Caleb. I really appreciate that. This sable minor, again, just got a little wind beaten, but looks fantastic. And I mean, the new growth and everything looks fantastic. And this should be opening. Maybe put out its first mature frond this year. They are very slow growing, of course. Wagnerianus, these are supposedly less cold hardy than Fortunae, but I mean, I've heard varying reports, but just looks amazing. The spear is nice and healthy. This thing, I don't know if it grew over winter or what, but this leaf is just doing great. This new leaf is opening up. Looks fantastic, and this is not cold damage. This is, it had it when I got it. I don't know what this is. It's some sort of other spotting, but no, not cold damage. No cold damage whatsoever on any of my trackies, except on my Fortunae here. Now, based on looking at these three, you might think Fortunae was least cold hardy. Now, obviously, Fortunae is less hardy than take heel, supposedly, but supposedly it's hardier than a little bit than Wagnerianus. But this thing's sort of been stunted since last winter. Again, I made the mistake of like planting them in like December or something last winter. I didn't know any better. I got them like around the time of my birthday. I just threw them in the ground. The other one ended up, it was a long story, but it ended up dying. I tried cutting it open, which is a terrible idea. I should have just done peroxide. It probably would have made it. But I got these little guys, and they really didn't grow much. They put out like 1 or 2 fronds over last growing season, but it's just kind of been stunted. This Wagnerianus put on so much growth. Take heel put on a lot of growth. This thing didn't put out much. Just kind of stunted. I don't think it got spear pulled last winter, but it almost looks like something's to dig around the roots. Actually, I should cover this up. Yeah, you can just see it's just been it's got the spear, got that freeze-dried look, so could I don't want to test it, but it could have spear pull. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. And if it does, that'd be really unfortunate, but I would have to, you know, try nursing it back to health, and I think it would make it fine. It's been doing well, and the other fronds look great. So just that's a little update on what sort of made it, what got some damage. And of course, these seedlings here look pretty good. Some of these are a little fried. These ones from Caleb, and I just put these in the ground here. These ones too. And yeah, that's how they're looking here. I gotta get these. There we go. All right, folks. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Let me go show you my trackie extra really quickly before I end. And you can see these little seedlings here. Sable minor. And of course, this big trackie here. This is my my prize. So yeah, that is awesome. Just loving this thing. Looks great. And like I said, I'd planted it right before I had the low 20s, but it's already been out in those temperature. The soil actually probably insulated it a little bit, and the daytime temperatures were in like the upper 40s, so it was high enough that, and now with all this heat, it should be fine. And I'm just looking forward to see its growth this season. Folks, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and take care. Have a good one, folks.